Federal Capital Territory High Court in Maitama, Abuja, on Monday granted bail to the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, in the sum of 2 billion naira. Justice Yusuf granted bail after Emefiele was arraigned on an 8-count charge, in which he is accused of, among others, unlawfully acquiring a housing estate comprising 753 units, allegedly stealing and taking control of billions of naira in proxy accounts. We recall that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, in a charge marked CR 350/25, dated Friday, May 13, 2025, accused Emefiele of colluding with one Eric Ochime, who is reportedly at large, to acquire the property and funds. The property in question is reportedly located at Plot 109, Cadastral Zone C09, Lokogoma District, Abuja. In the ruling, Justice Yusuf noted that Emefiele had been granted bail in 3 other criminal cases pending against him, that there was no evidence that he had jumped bail. He then proceeded to admit him to bail on the condition that he must produce 2 sureties who must own property worth 2 billion naira, either at Sokuro, Maitama, or Wusetu, within the jurisdiction of the court. This is almost similar to the situation which is discussed in Katsina State, where the rule of law is where it's questionable in that line. And first off, we will not look at it, we will not overrule the parts where Godwin Emefiele was, charged to court by the EFCC. He was proven to have misappropriated funds for his properties of duplexes of 750 duplexes were forfeited by the government. Why was he not charged? Why was he not jailed? That's the question, if I may sound it rightly. Why a bail, 2 billion naira bill charging him, please, Mr. Michael?
Remember, I told you that I have redefined the what democracy is. I told you that it is not government of the rich, for the poor only to obey the laws. Now, if it were to be a local citizen or an ordinary citizen, you think that citizen who stole 10 naira will be seen or will be granted bail? No. No. Because the country is already corrupt. Emefiele, someone like Emefiele, shouldn't be seen in the streets. Someone like Emefiele shouldn't be granted any bail. Emefiele should be in prison, life imprisonment. He should be there till he dies. Yes, yes. Because if it were to be ordinary citizen, you see, that's why you see me say that I've redefined the definition of democracy to be government of the rich, for the poor to obey alone. You see, Emefiele is as wicked as Satan the devil. Yes, it should be dealt with. But Nigerians, because they want to do friend and no friend. If Nami Tifan, for instance, I'm using the local colloquies. If Nami Tifan, then don't put me for prison. Yes, but it is wrong.
So are you saying that it's a one-sided situation?
To me, it shouldn't be granted any bail. It should be, in fact, it should rot in prison.
So quickly, I want to ask: does that mean that it's okay? Because this is a sign that it's okay to occupy a space in office, loot as much as you want to, and then later on use the same amount of money to bail yourself. Is that the situation of how it is?
It is where we find ourselves now. It is where we find ourselves now, because nobody wants to do anything about it. It is where we find ourselves, and it will continue to linger. Other persons who want to do and cite Emefiele in court, you will hear them say, I put it to you that so and so case of so and so person. And it will be granted, which is the wrongest thing Nigeria has ever done.
Well, who got your thoughts on that, Mr. Michael? It was actually a short word, but it's a pleasure to have you on today's episode of Blue. Thank you for being here, sir.
You're
it's
welcome,
a pleasure
always.
to have you.